Alrighty, guys, Eugene here with Performance and Wellness. I'm here with my guest. Y'all know Leland,
Leland, IFBB Pro, with Next Level Health and Wellness, head coach.
head coach. You know how I am. I'll be brutalizing the name. Let me get my camera right so we can see what's going on here. There we go. So I'm excited. This gentleman took time out to visit with us again. So I'm excited about the opportunity to chit chat with him again. I know last time we talked, we had a really good conversation.
Yeah.
A lot of people were interested. I noticed from the channel that people were chiming in on it, and people want to hear more about what he has to say in our collaboration, just basically information. And we're here just to be, what you call that, be advocate. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, advocating, but also to educate and empower you. I like empowering. We don't want to get into the depths of trying to teach people.
Yeah.
Because teaching, in my opinion, is one-track minded. If we empower you on our experiences and what we see, our vantage points, you get autonomy to choose what we say and utilize. But if we say we teach you, we're telling you that this is the way. That's not the case. We just want to empower you.
Yeah, because there's all different ways of doing things. So he has his own experience, I have my own experience. So we're basically collaborating thoughts and like-minded to bring information to you all, to put y'all to know about things that, from our perspective, what we got going on and where we see it, and I'm pretty excited about being able to bring this gentleman to y'all. He has a lot of experience. As you know, last episode we shot, military man background. He's an author as well, and he's like really big in the community and helping out young folks and adults, either or, both of them. So so he's a thinker, he's an experienced individual. So you're not gonna get a dumb answer from him just talking to him or even asking a question from him, because he thinks before he speaks. You know what I'm saying? That goes a long way when you're talking to people and not just speaking off the top of the head, just saying something like, just say something just to get you out of their face. Just do nothing like that. And I'm not like that either. Yeah. I have integrity and humility and what I'm offering anybody, especially when it comes to information. So, that's what it is. So what's our first topic today? I think we've had some people ask about certain things that they want us to discuss. So, and take our perspective on us. What you think about that?
We do get asked a lot. We train legs twice a week, and we get asked a lot, but we also don't get asked, but we get observed. Just by how we do things. But in between those times, we also discuss the entirety of the health and fitness culture and its issues. I think we should begin today, just really briefly diving into not the damages of health and fitness, but what it shouldn't be. The escape hood of what's going on with mental health and how people utilize fitness or the gym specifically to get away from underlying issues. And that's a big thing too, man. You see a lot of people come to the gym with a lot of aggression. And my personal opinion, the bigger the guy, the more problems he got going on. Probably.
Because I think I had a guest on my show for Second Warrior, Steve. Okay. Man, that dude deadlifted 800-900 pounds, 1,000 pounds. He mad at somebody. So in our show, he came out that he had daddy issues. He had some issues with his family. Okay. And we talked about it a little bit. He said, man, there was some deep underlying issues there. He was so angry at his situation he's dealing with family-wise. That's how he's at. He told me, he said he was literally able to summon type of like strength from somewhere because of family issues.
So there's two strengths, and it's crazy to say that. One of my clients who we were working on improving her deadlift, she saw me, I posted a video. I kid you guys not, I deadlift maybe twice a year. If you see my back, you probably think I was lying, but I don't deadlift much due to a lot of things. But I was attempting a deadlift that I'd never done before. It was 585 pounds, and for the hell of it. And I tried to pull it the first time, it didn't pull. I did not untouch the bar, I stayed on the bar. I got it in my head, and I lifted it up. When my client was trying to improve her deadlift, she asked me, she said, how do you guys do those feats like that? And I told her, I said, it's a very dark place. When you're talking about lifting heavy ass weights, there's a dark place to get to. And for her, not because she's a woman she couldn't get there, but because she hasn't had to trigger such dark places. We all have it, but you don't know how to turn it on. So for Second Warrior's case, or most common gym goers, we all have some issues that we like to put under the rug, and I did it as well. As a veteran, PTSD, anxiety, stress, growing up in Cincinnati, around gang life, I've seen people be murdered by own eyes. I've had guns held in. You keep a lot of things in.
Yeah, you do.
The daddy issues. I was in counseling at 11 years old for a whole lot of things, and when it's time to go to the gym, we went to the gym not because of sports, because I did that originally, but as you become like more of a mature adolescent and then being an adult, you really go there because you feel like that whole hour or so is an escape.
It's an outlet, yeah.
It's an outlet, right? But as I mature, and this is where I get into psychology of people, when I first got into health and fitness, I took specifically psychology courses to learn about child psychology to adult psychology to learn our behavior patterns in the gym. What I'm getting at is that almost every single person has something underneath that causes them to want to escape.
Yeah.
And if you like fitness, I need to get to the gym to get away. And we do that, and it takes two kind of people. One person that use the flight and they run from it, or they fight and they go attack the issue. The flight is about 99% of the gym because they're running away from their fears because the gym is their solve.
Yeah.
Great. The gym is a solve. How long do you spend in the gym normally?
I'm in there 45 minutes an hour.
But before you got to the level you are now, how long would you probably spend in the gym?
Seriously, honestly, that's 45 minutes an hour.
Okay, maybe not. And that's about an hour. Some folks spend an hour and a half, some spend 2 hours.
Yeah.
But no one's spending 5 minutes in there. Why?
Oh, no.
Because we have to get rid of that demon for a period of time.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that even you watching this video, either yourself, if you're being honest with yourself, or someone you know, has some underlying issues that they go into the gym with, and they go there to get away from them.
Yeah.
That's great until you become a family woman or a family man, a business owner, a leader, or whatever, and you have to be better for the people around you. The gym cannot be your escape when you're at work.
No, you can't be.
So, this is when I say that the gym is an escape, and it is if you're honest. You only get an hour or so to run from that. The other 15, 20 hours that you're actually awake, what are you doing with that? Why do most people in the gym don't go to therapy? Why is it so foreign?
It's self-treatment.
You're right. I mean, that's what it is, right? So that's what it is. So what I'm getting at, guys, I don't want to keep this long because this is a setting, and because I coach this thing when I do my life coaching, and specifically last year I started coaching more men around doing this, around working on their mental health. But in a total, all people need to work on their mental health and not let the gym be the sick. I got better in the gym once I stopped trying to take care of my problems in the gym.
You know what? That is a good point because me personally, I go to the gym quite a bit. Honestly, the gym saved my life because I have anger issues. I'm like, when I get mad, I go from 0 to like a Super Saiyan, like, and I go to where I'm off the ledge, it's like it's all over. You better go to prison for us. And like, that's the way I am. So me going there, it helped me control my aggression. And it let me just let things loose. So I come in here. It's like what's the movie the barber. It was a movie. The barber shop was the untouched ground for gang violence.
You talking about that wasn't a movie. That was it was on Netflix. It was a series. It had the superhero, the black guy.
Yeah. What's the guy? The black guy's name?
I forgot. It wasn't a Punisher. I know what you're talking about. I think you guys know what we're talking about. You have to find it.
Yeah.
It was a black guy. He was a superhero.
Yeah.
He had all of the issues as well.
Yeah. I think it was New York or something, Chicago.
Yeah, and the barbershop was the same ground for all the games.
No violence. You can't come in, can't do nothing there. Everything.
Man, was like,
I forgot that move. He made a steal. It bullet would bounce all over him. But anyway, so that's what people view the gym, and people change. There's personality disorders. People come to the gym and they change. The whole different purpose. They make of themselves differently. That makes any sense.
Yeah.
And they're not genuine to who they are. They walk out of the gym, then they're like, I'm just mean, but I come here, I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
I got this, I'm invincible, I can do this and that. And like you said, to his point, and it's true, you can't really solve any problems going to the gym when it comes to mental health issues. You're suppressing it, it's still there, it's never gonna go away until you get in touch with a coach. Somebody that understands you as a person as far as fitness wise. If they know you're a fitness junkie, they know how to approach you. If they're not a fitness junkie, they're not gonna know how to approach you. They're gonna approach you on a philosophical level, and sometimes that doesn't work enough.
No, it does not work.
No.
Because they want to separate you from the gym, and you do need separation, but in order for you to open the door for them, they have to be understanding of you, and that's very challenging for people that don't understand how fitness is a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it is. It's same thing as food.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In a sense, because you eat, because you're dealing with something, you're gonna work out. It's like this. You go to the gym to damage your body. You're tearing your body down literally. Each contraction or rep, pull, whatever have you, your tissue is damaged. You're causing havoc to your body, and your body has to recover by mentally, because you're stressed out. Guess what? Cortisol level.
Yes.
So basically, what you're doing is you're throwing monkey wrenches into what you're trying to accomplish,
Chaos.
and you get chaos, and you don't win, and you lose, and you're frustrated. Why I'm not losing weight? Why I'm still in this position? Why is my progress? Why is my life is getting worse and worse? So I'm working out every day. I'm doing this, and guess what happens?
So it's what you said, and I know in the fitness world, like, a lot of coaches don't, and I say coaches because there's so many that shouldn't be coaches. They don't touch on this.
Yeah.
You mentioned cortisol. Cortisol is a stress inhibitor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The gym is a controlled stress environment, supposedly. But if you bring your other stresses into the gym and you don't control them, you're now elevating your stress beyond a controllable measure.
Yeah.
Therefore, your process or the lack thereof outside of the gym, because your cortisol is not controlled, because you cannot let go of the stress once you leave the gym, it doesn't level out. Therefore, you accrue more body fat, you gain more weight, and you lose less, you lose more muscle. So cortisol is a very, very intricate thing inside of us that unchecked or underchecked will prohibit your body to actually achieve certain goals, which is why you see competitors who, if they can't manage, if you get down so depleted so your body fat is extremely low, cortisol is very, very important to manage. If you don't manage it during those very low times, your body will physically show it. You will hold water, you won't lose weight, you eat that, all those things, and it's a matter of controlling cortisol. Well, how do I control my cortisol if I'm stressed out and have anxiety, if I'm thinking about depression, suicide ideation? As somebody who's been through all of that and a suicide survivor of 2018, you have to look in the mirror, and then you have to be honest and say, I need to get this in check. And then get it in check outside of the gym. You have to make the gym your happy place.
Yeah.
And that means you got to go to the peachy. I'm not a peachy person, but I'm a people person. I'm just not peachy. But you can approach me and have a conversation if you approach me the right way. If you don't, you're in the wrong spot, and then probably catch me at a bad time at the gym. If you don't approach me with a little bit of care and understanding that I'm in my safe space.
Yeah.
Because I'm happier in the gym when I'm doing what I do, I'm able to produce better results. When I go to the gym angry, and I'm angry because somebody else pissed me off, I'm not focused on doing the right thing in the gym. I'm just trying to get it done.
Yeah.
That's sweeping it under the rug.
Yeah.
But when I chose to be deliberate about my therapeutic ways outside of training became a much more happy place as it was when I was just a teenager playing sports. When I didn't have all the stresses of bills in life. That's when we were at our best, most of us.
Yeah.
When we were just doing it because it was a routine. Y'all do it now as a routine, but it's an escape routine because you're not facing it. So I want to just wrap that part up and say, someone who's been with this now therapist for a little over a year, he's literally changed my life. But because I'm so deliberate about my appointments with him and my self-care, my gym time, my presentation on stage, my personality outside of the gym, and even with conversations with people who ask themselves in the gym. Years ago, if you was talking to the gym, I might slap you. Because I'm like, why are you messing with me? Don't you see me working out?
Yeah.
But because I'm more aware, it's easier for me to navigate those spaces, and it makes me have fun in the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that if you don't be honest about your underlying issues outside of the gym, not only will you stagnate your process in the gym, you're going to limit your circle and your ability to network. You're going to become closed off, and you're going to dislike your look and dislike the gym. It's going to always be a problem. Why is so doing this? Why are they doing that? You're going to nitpick, but you're not looking at the mirror and saying, I need to do internal work. So,
And you know what, you touched a good point. I want you to explain, because you are a trainer, you do nutrition, so you understand the concept of fitness when it comes to a person trying to achieve the goal. Explain to people what cortisol, what does it actually affect your body, as far as your cholesterol, your hormone, because it affects everything about you. And it's, guys, you've seen this on TV, they talk about it all the time at the cortisol level. This is make or break anybody going through a transformational process, looking different way, take for granted, it goes across the board, it covers everything. So explain this to people so they understand how important it is to your mental health, functional hormone, everything about, because I deal with myself, so I understand what it is. So since you're the expert in this situation, I'll let you explain it to them so people understand how important this is to your mental health and what you brought back to the therapy session for the gym, and what's in your hormone level throwing you off, explain to people
Right.
so people really understand what it is.
So we all, I don't care who you are, we all want to look our best. We want to put our clothes on and look our best and have the thin skin in the face and have the job. We all want to. I don't care if you never had it or not, you still want that, right? And it's like, okay, I want to achieve that. Great. But cortisol is an inhibitor and it prohibits the ability to actually achieve those kind of results externally, and then internally rather, it makes it harder because now hormonally, the higher your cortisol is.
Harmonial, key word.
All right, the higher your cortisol is, your testosterone, ladies too, will drop. Testosterone means bad mood.
Yeah.
Generally, men who operate under a testosterone level of 500 will have less desire to do things they enjoy, less desire to be in shape, less desire for sexual activity, and less desire to even be financially stable. Women suffer from this as well, even though they don't have a lot of testosterone. But as the testosterone drops, all of us, our estrogen then goes up. As estrogen goes up, you now have a much more propensity to gain more body fat. More body fat means you don't have that jawbone, that skinny face, that the clothes don't fit the way they want to. You're now depressed. So as depression sets in, then anxiety triggers, then you have things inside of the brain neurologically start spiking themselves. This is all creating a cluster F-bomb, right, on what's going on. And then you have a person who's no longer liking themselves in the mirror, doesn't like what's going on internally. You either have this, so how stress affects us, and when it comes to food relationships, we either like to eat food when we're stressed out, or if you're like me, I don't eat when I'm stressed out. So either way, you're either eating because you're stressed and getting fatter, or you're either not eating when you're stressed out and losing your size, like I've done in the past 5 months. And now you created an entire environment of stress. With cortisol spike level, cholesterol is up, and everything that is a negative on your blood panel is now up. And the only way to combat that is to address the stress. It's not to go and get on the drugs. How do you address stress? It doesn't have to be the doctor. You can go for a walk. Don't do drugs. You can go for a walk. Alcohol. You can affirm, no alcohol. You can affirm yourself that I can, I will, I must, those kind of things, because you want to get the psychological part out of the way first. And then the cortisol will slowly come down. After you control it psychologically, then you go and get the medical attention or the therapeutic attention, and then you work on how to be consistent, because it can't be a one-time thing. It has to be habitually over and over working on it. And then once you do so, you create an environment now that's cultivated around controlling self-care, because once self-care is taken care of, you can focus on eating more food, you can focus on having better time in the gym, you can focus on spending more time with your family, you can focus on making more money, you can focus on better. Then it's things make an entire person better for everybody around them.
So what about people with bad relationships that go to gym for coping situation?
Well, again, their cortisol levels are up.
There you go, you got it. If you're in the best of situation, you gotta figure out.
You're stressed out. Yeah, you don't know why you're stressed out about it. You might think it's her fault, and it's probably not her fault. Or women, it's his fault. It's probably not his fault, right? What can I do? It's called self-care. Like Cat Williams said, it's self-esteem. Right? So you have to do the self-care work. And as someone who's still, to this day, working on saying that I gotta prioritize myself above some other things more in order to do something for people that need me, it's challenging. I'm not telling you that it's gonna be easy, man. But it's worth the result, is what I'm saying. Last August, I went into therapy with my current therapist, and it took me about 45 or 60 days or so to really understand what he wanted me to do. His very first time meeting me, he told me I didn't like myself. I wanted to slap the shit out of him. I was like, I just didn't like myself. I was appalled. But then when I stepped back from myself, when I stopped being so selfish and heard what he was saying, I was like, damn, he's right. So from that day forward, I began to try to figure out how do I like myself more? What is he saying? And I stuck with it. It helped me change my business. I got more opportunities. People start coming to me, as they already do, but they start coming to me wanting to do hard work for me, which means just because I like you, I want to help you, or they saw the best in me, and that changed how I looked at things. My business, I've had a 300% increase on my rates from January 1st to now December. Because I was able to see clearer. And I'm not saying this, we're not marketing any pills, I'm telling you from somebody who's suffering from suicidal ideation, from depression, from bipolar disorder, from anxiety, from you name it, that it works because I had to do the work. But you have to want to do the work.
You have to do the work. Because it's not easy, especially doing something you need to help yourself move in another direction. Like I said, I have anger issues. I had a problem too with not liking myself too, because the way I was raised, my mother didn't contribute to me. I contribute to myself, so I have responsibility of brothers and sisters. So I had a problem with, I put people before me, and I was more taking responsibility on what they didn't do, and it was a meaning, but it wasn't my fix. It was they have their own journey. So with being responsible, same thing you said, I've been in this situation before, but I had to learn to love myself. Once I started loving myself, it's like, man, I love you before I love you, Bob. You gotta keep rocking, keep moving. So I'm gonna do me 100% at the end of the day. I'm never let myself down. I'm gonna marry me. I gotta ring up my fingers because I love me.
Yeah. And as we wrap this part up, and you mentioned I Don't Like You, that's literally the title of my second book that I'm working on.
Okay.
And I Don't Like You is a self-help book on how do I fix myself so I can like myself. Love is easy. Liking takes work. A lot of y'all sit out. We're not gonna dive on it right now, but a lot of y'all sit outside when y'all get home and you contemplate going inside of the house because you don't like your spouse or like your kids.
Oh yeah.
Love is easier than liking. Liking takes actual work.
Yeah.
So in order for you to like yourself and be better in the gym, if fitness is your thing, you need to do the self-work and understand that it's important because if you don't, you will never achieve the goals that you desire.
So with that, he wrapped it up for us. So but I can't get on top of that. So with that, guys, I thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for joining us. Performance and Wellness out. That was a good one, man.
Definitely.